Cannes Lion, the world's largest festival and award show for the advertising community, happening now in Cannes, France. Our Andrew Ross Sorkin is there with the CEO of Hulu. Andrew.
Hey there. Thank you. Well, we are live in Cannes, and we do have the CEO of Hulu, Randy Freer, is here. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
You are in the middle of the news, whether you know it or not. Hulu is the crown jewel, or one of the crown jewels, in the middle of what perhaps the biggest media battle in the world now between Disney and Comcast, all vying for 21st Century Fox's assets, and you are one of those major assets. So you're watching this and you're thinking what?
Well, I think the key for us is just to focus on business. If we want to continue to be valuable to whoever ultimately ends up with a majority stake, we have to get about our business, adding subscribers, keeping those subscribers, and really delighting them with the best content and the best video experience possible.
Do you look at the different potential suitors as, by the way, different parents, and think one is a better outcome than another?
No, I don't think about that at all. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't announce it here either. But look, I think all of our owners have been incredibly supportive over the years, and especially in my tenure so far. Disney, Fox, NBC, and even Time Warner, or now AT&T, have been incredibly supportive of us.
Let me ask you in a different way.
Okay.
Would it be better to have one owner? Meaning you have multiple parents now. Mm-hmm. You have to serve multiple masters, I imagine. You buy content from a lot of these different parents. Mm-hmm. If there was only one, would it be easier for you?
I don't think so. I think the best thing we get from all of our owners is the vast amount of resources that they have. You think the amount of content both they make and both they put on their networks and make available to us, the support they provide, the marketing opportunities. So look, I don't know if one owner would be better than three or four, but what we know today is we have every opportunity to drive our business forward and be right in the middle of where consumption is going. Everybody talks about ownership and this, but the reality is consumers are moving in this direction in record numbers every day. And we're here to take advantage of that movement.
Strategy-wise, right now, in terms of buying new content, either from your parents or new content creators coming with shows, has this period of uncertainty created any kind of conundrum for you? Do you feel like there's a bit of a pause until the dust settles, if you will?
I don't. Certainly not in my time so far. We've been able to, we'll launch Castle Rock in a month or so with J.J. Abrams and Stephen King. We purchased Little Fires Everywhere, which is produced by Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington. We've acquired library content. We're making more originals. So we have been, quite honestly, blessed with riches of the resources of all of our owners, and I think a friendly environment for curators that our organization continues to drive forward.
Do you want more money, though, to be able to spend on content when you see Netflix out there spending $8 billion?
Well, look, I think money is a relative term. I think it's how you spend that money that gets really important. And we're not going to make 800 shows. I mean, next year we'll probably make 20 or 25. And it's really important to us to make big, impactful shows that delight our customers, that are relevant and are entertaining and have cultural conversations going. We've been, been incredibly blessed and lucky with Handmaid's Tale, and season 2 is even better than season 1, and we're really looking forward to season 3 in that process. So we've been incredibly lucky to just be able to focus on our business of growing subs, which we've been successful at, and doing our best to keep them.
What are the ramifications of the AT&T Time Warner transaction for you, the way you see it competitively?
I think time will tell as how it shakes out. I mean, clearly, they'll have a tremendous amount of customer information and how they start to transfer what value from one place to another. I think they already offer some DirecTV Now opportunities. So it's an incredibly competitive environment for over-the-top live TV as well as the on-demand service. And I think it'll even get more competitive as more people get into the market.
Talking about more people getting into the market, not AT&T, but Apple announcing a deal with Oprah Winfrey. Right. You read that headline and you thought what?
How did we miss out? No, look, Apple's a tremendous company. Oprah's a tremendous talent. I'm glad they were able to figure something out. I'm also, I wish it was us that we were able to do something with Oprah.
What do you think they're going to do?
That's a better question
and
for them.
By the way, what do you think it does to Discovery, given that Discovery owns OWN?
Yeah, I think that's a better question for Apple and Discovery than it is for me. I think talent should never be underestimated, and Oprah is an incredible talent over a long period of time, and I'm sure she'll create a lot of value for Apple in that process.
The World Cup, obviously one of the great big sporting events in the world right now. What do you think about live events, live sports, ultimately on streaming?
Yeah, we think live events are incredibly valuable. If you look at the biggest events or best on Hulu is something we like to do. We see our live subscriptions are up about 50% week over week since the World Cup started. So we're seeing a big uptick as people come in, want to experience the live.
When do you think the big sporting rights get acquired by the Hulus, the Amazons, the Apples?
Well,
when does everyone jump into that pool?
Well, look, I think Amazon's already bought some things. Twitter's been in the market before. I think ultimately, as we all get enough customers, we'll compete for the best product that's going to engage those customers in the biggest and best way. And I think hopefully, Hulu will be right at that table.
Final question. This is a marketing and advertising conference. You have multiple services, but you have a service that includes advertising and a fully paid service that includes no advertising.
Right.
By the way, I was the cheapskate that started with the advertising and then upgraded.
Thank you. We appreciate customers.
Long term, though, do you see more people doing that, or where do you see advertising and the role in your business?
I think for Hulu, advertising can be a strategic advantage. And you really have to flip it, though, and come back to, yes, we offer choice for a no ad environment. And then you have to get back to, in the ad environment, you have to get back to the customer experience and really bring to them something that is real value. We're not locked into a format. We have half as much commercial load today as linear TV and other places, but that's not a format we're locked into. We can really explore how we better target, how we better address advertising, how we better work with brands to bring the communities who love shows a better way to connect with them.